Now trying to stay evasive. Meanwhile, Tavik putting some pressure onto that room with the health pack. And NYXL, they need to come back and win a short-banded fight here if they want to save point A. But there goes JjoNak. Maniton finds him. No supports now for NYXL. And Florida Mayhem with a great first attack here on Volskaya. Meko just trying to delay as long as he can, but it's going to be a pretty clean point A for Florida.
And that was just fantastic patience from the Mayhem.
Really was.
They were playing a low ground Widow, and what they were doing was they were forcing New York to move between the bunker you see on the right-hand side of your screen and the health pack over to the left.
Right.
And because we saw
Sorry about the Primal Rage coming in. And he's going to try to get back to spawn, gets zoned out though. Ooh, he lives. Meanwhile, Logic taking out Meko. They're going to get the Transcendence out of JjoNak. Bolsongat is using it. Libero pulling out that Dragon Blade. Cuts through Logic's at the end of it. Can he get more? Trying to get Zupa. It looks like he will. And New York Excelsior winning this fight in the end. Dashing through Zupa. JjoNak finishes the damage that Libero started. And that's going to be another hold. And that one didn't go. They're going to lead in with the sound barrier, diving on the top to try to zone a bit of New York out. But here comes a tire. Ooh, you got to be careful. Groaning for victims gets taken out by Zebasai, though he got it with a right click. Tavik coming in with the kill on Saebyeolbe. And Florida maybe have started something here. New York in a little bit of trouble. The kill's coming in. Transcendence for JjoNak trying to buoy the rest of the people there, but it's not working out. Libero cut down by Tavik, and Florida, despite all odds, gaining a lot of momentum in this one. Can they finish the point though? Respawn's coming in. Can they get Saebyeolbe? They are so close. 98.2%. Make it 100, and Florida will complete. Gonna have a struggle here. Zupa pops his later.
Oh,
so
JjoNak though.
Oh,
Damage boosted kill onto Logix, and the proximity of these spawns gonna make a big difference right now. Tanks are finally falling for Florida. It was a good initial defense, but once the New York got on the high ground with both of their tanks, once Meko respawn, or Mono rather, respawned, they couldn't crack the top defense any longer. It is very hard with two short-range DPS heroes. However, it does set them up for a strong defense here. Tavik almost at that EMP. New York had to invest a lot in order to have to use
on the sides. You've been in a little bit of trouble. Meko demech meanwhile.
Yeah, but they had to use the pulse to do it again, and that's a good stick.
That's right. Primal Rage comes out. Now for Mono. Tavik down. New York still finding quite a bit of momentum here on this point. And yeah, Saebyeolbe setting up New York again. Now it's just about handling the respawn swoosh. Not lasting too long. There goes Zebasai. And it looks like they may take this one with quite a bit of time remaining. How much can Florida delay? Not much. 5 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock for New York. A little bit of pressure from the side, but getting a big dash through a grouped up Florida would be pretty big for these guys. Meanwhile, Saebyeolbe harassing that backlines along with Mano. A lot of trouble for Logix. He drops down, stays alive for the moment, but he's so low. Meanwhile, the rest of Florida getting annihilated by New York on that low ground, and I think that's going to be about it, guys, for Volskaya.
And that is going to be it, Doa. That all started with JjoNak 1v1ing Tavik's Tracer on the side. Tavik went for the kill.
What else is new?
JjoNak.
Meko a little bit low. New York not really contesting this one too much. They get the demech onto Meko actually. NYXL, they lose Saebyeolbe as well. You got to do something. Maniton sneaking around for that health pack.
And Zebasai crucially taking out the Riptire again, Doa.
Yeah, wow.
They do lose both of their heroes though, or their healers, so now there may be a chance for the NYXL to contest this. We'll see if they can get there, but no, they're gonna fall back.
Yeah, all right.
Fall back before Saebyeolbe can get.
They're gonna push forward here. Primal Rage for Mano as Meko just kind of sits on the payload for the moment. They're gonna find Zupa, so that payload not really moving too far forward. Florida putting a lot into this, and they got a lot out of New York Excelsior.
And they did. They
like
saw 5 people
moving.
and an EMP left over on the payload right now, so Tavik can do further damage.
Yep. The EMP's got to win this duel, though.
Oh, the health
pack!
He still
doesn't
got it.
matter. Wow, Saebyeolbe, I don't know if he was expecting that health pack to be there or to come up right when it did, actually. He kind of turned away at the end. Self-destruct. Gonna get the DMech on the Meko, just trying to buy time for the respawns to come in, because we're getting near the end of point B, and this is where it gets tough if you're the attacking team. Wow.
In. So a few members left. Zebasai will lose his life to a raging ape.
Yeah, that's right. Mono. Meanwhile, on the high ground, Tavik gets stopped. Here comes another Riptire. Goodbye, Maniton. And now just about 5 seconds remaining. And it looks like NYXL will be holding this one right here. Can Florida even get there? Nope, they can't. And so NYXL holds it at the end of point B, and Deadeye coming in. Now the Transcendents are going to throw Mecco's self-destruct over the top there. Doesn't accomplish a whole lot. New York trying to push in there. Oh, doesn't get a stick, but he does get the kill on the Libero. Anakin did go down here, and they lost to Vic as well, though. So New York still one person ahead at this point.
Yeah, they have to remove people from the respawn so they can get the resurrection of Libero, and they do manage to do it as Mono doubles back.
Yeah, it looks like with less than a minute remaining, New York in a position to take point A if they can keep this up.
And they are going to get it eventually, it would seem.
Yep.
Saebyeolbe and Mono just trying to delay them for as long as possible, ensure that they are untouched on that point. But
Really there, NYXL on the verge of winning this one. Florida needs to get back. Now they're going to take the Transcendence in. Barely get there in time. Transcendence a bit later from JjoNak. Going to keep New York up, but Florida has a sound barrier. Now New York throws out the self-destruct. No kills out of that one. They do lose Saebyeolbe, but Manatin, DMAC, New York all over this payload right now. Logic's no HP. Here comes Swoosh, but he's on his own, and that could be it for New York. They will win the map. As Tavik comes out with a bit of fireworks at the end, but it will be
top of the point.
Yeah, Warriors got to get up close and personal with this one. Pine walking forward here. No kills just yet for that. Misses that second flashbang. Swoosh and Tavik rather down on the Florida side. So New York will claim the Vic diving in. He's going to get an EMP. Got maybe 3 there. Swoosh down though. Echo finds a kill there. Pine hacked, but he's still got that 6-shooter, and he does a ton of damage to Zupe. Saebyeolbe finishing off. Saya player. That defensive matrix saved his life. Manatin was right there around the side of the building. Vic though going down in Florida despite a few heroics, not able to really hold on to the point.
And New York plays so intelligently with their positioning.
Florida in trouble already, 90% for NYXL. Zupa trying to keep his tanks alive, but can't do that as Swoosh does go down. Saebyeolbe gets hacked. I don't think there's going to be much follow-up, though, from that one. A lot of members of Florida out of the fight already. 99%. They're just trying to hold on for dear life here.
And they're going to keep pushing forward. Florida's still flooding onto the point. Primal Rage is out now.
That's right. Side player and Zupa just got back. Anatin Dimekta. There goes Swoosh again. And overtime will be expiring. Nice kill from JjoNak at the end there. Still going to deal with Zupe. That's not going to take long. And take a breather, JjoNak. Do Omnics really need to do that? I don't know. Either way, NYXL taking the well.
They are going to take well. Doa Pine did.
JjoNak up with that damage boost on the Zenyatta. Flashbang comes in. Pine has to exit the high ground in a hurry, but he gets snapped. Swoosh comes in, though, with the Primal Rage at the end. Tavik now waiting for it. He's got the EMP. See if he needs to use it or not. A nice hack on Nemeko. May not even require that EMP. Gonna use it in the end just to confirm the finish of the fight here. Sound barrier as well. Florida having to use a lot to flip this one. New York not out of it just yet, though. There's another hack on Nemeko. Meanwhile, Art coming in from behind. Use that Valkyrie early on in the fight to keep a few people around from New York. Meko's still there. Finally, DMAC now, and he's going to use the self-destruct. Florida has to exit the point. Still, either way, a great delay from New York, and Florida may not even know. They can't even take it in the end.
No, they're going to be exactly when that EMP is up.
A Deadeye from Pine. Oh, and Saya player comes in. He had the pulse bomb. He was going to try to be tricky with that one, but Pine just a bit quicker on the trigger. Janice, meanwhile, in, batting Zebasai around, going after someone else now. And Saebyeolbe, yeah. I think Florida may have a tough time taking this one. Goodbye, Swoosh.
And it's only Saya player and Zupe close to the point now after Manatin falls. Saya player's going to try and get a pulse bomb, but I think it was eaten by Mecco.
Yeah, well, that's 2 attempts to use that pulse bomb in the end there. Not working out. NYXL gets a 2-0 on Ilios. Side player taking it to a Libero.
And he will
like,
kick out his former teammate.
Remember me? Arc! That was new memories created there.
That was actually
Saebyeolbe.
That was actually, I think, a 3 or 4 person flashbang that was just hit there by Logix.
Man, Saya player delivering the finishing blows. 3 kills, gets Florida a very quick point A.
Yeah, Logix just dropped around the flank, just vanished.
Well, Florida kind of layered those support ultimates either way, so even if the attack would have really come in, it wasn't staggered properly.
Yeah, there was no way for them to engage easily, so New York just ran away and kept the payload in place.
Yep. Works well. Swoosh, meanwhile, a one-man army, but one man cannot be an island in an army. Well, one man can be.
So they have to be very careful. Logix is trying to duel him in the back lines, and he will win.
JjoNak and Libero both going down now. Echo, nobody really there to keep his mech alive, and that's going to be point B taken by Florida. A little over 2 minutes in the time there. Manatin Getting one kill. They've got that Valkyrie. Zebasai did build it up
That's
in time.
a big pick.
Yeah, Libero down. Saebyeolbe coming in with the headshot at the end. Meko staying alive on this payload for so long, though. Trying to hold on for the respawns to come in. Manitin with that self-destruct gets back into the mech just in time. And the tanks might be able to push it through. I don't know, man. Meko demech. Can they get it there? They're so close. Saebyeolbe comes in at the very end. Can they push him off? They need more people. Saebyeolbe firing from behind, but not anymore. And it looks like in the end,
Jonas is back with the Primal Rage, so it looks like they're going to be able to stabilize here, Doa.
Oh, that was a close one. Logix can't do it himself, and NYXL will hold at the very last second, but
they are, so they definitely can do this.
That's a bold Valkyrie from Zebasai. He's kind of on his own. Yeah, he gets picked off. Kind of an easy target there. Here comes a Transcendence. They're trying to push NYXL into overtime, and it looks like they may be able to do that, but I don't know if they're going to win the fight, though. Manitin down. There goes Saebyeolbe. And so they will force it into OT, but NYXL definitely winning that fight. And I don't know if that was quite worth it for Florida.
It was not, Doa. Of course, they used the Valkyrie, but just hold on to JjoNak's ultimate.
Whoop. No kill. Got really close to finishing off Saebyeolbe there. Saebyeolbe over on the 76 now, as you can see. Arc gets taken out with that pulse bomb. Ooh, Logix finds a good one there. Saebyeolbe will be very low, needs a bit of healing, finally gets it. Gets a kill on the Logix too, so NYXL just kind of brawling this one out.
That's only the tanks left from the Mayhem on the payload.
Not anymore. Manitin, last one standing, and he's demeched and removed. So that's going to be a very quick point B for NYXL. 2 minutes on the clock coming into C. New York doing a much better job of staggering their support ultimates. Coming in, taking out Manitin. Florida with some mismanaged ultimates. They've got the respawn advantage, but that's the only edge they have, and it may not be even enough right there.
Great patience from New York, realizing that they can stall it out with their support ults. They come in with the later healing, and it's all clean up right now.
Yeah, that's right. Zupa taking down GG. New York Excelsior with the 4-0. Florida.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.